Ready to start?
We're waiting.
Great, all right. So, guys, I want to thank you guys for being here tonight. My name is Dr. Vincent Adamo. Most of you guys know me. Welcome to the workshop. We're doing a night on nutrition, detoxing, and cleansing your body. So we're here to teach and educate you guys about what to be doing, what's going on in society today, how many people are sick out there in this country, what they're dying from, what you should be doing to try to help your health and get yourself healthier, things that you could do on a daily basis. And then we'll bring in, we have a guest speaker tonight. Jen is here as well, and she'll be going over a great program. It's a low-calorie program. It's a specific cleansing program. There's great new additions and snacks that this company has enhanced their company and have a lot of great tools and things for us to learn and snack on things rather than candy. There's good stuff to be eaten. So I want to welcome everybody here. Tonight we're going to pay attention to some of the TVs. We're going to go over a PowerPoint presentation. Well, you guys know me. For some of you that have been here already, I like to give out a lot of statistics, and I like to talk about what's going on in the country. So the first thing we're going to start off with is our country, right? Our country is America as a whole. We're one of the wealthiest nations in the world, but we actually rank 48th in health expectancy, like life expectancy. We're very low on the bottom. Not many people are living very long lives in this country. We not only have a nation with #1 in infant mortality, but we're #1 in obesity as well. And these are statistics regarding your health. So heart disease, guys. Heart disease is the leading cause of death in this country. Okay? Mostly men and women are associated with this. And we notice by age of 40, there's 49% increase in women. And you're having a lot increase with men as well as you're getting older. So it's the #1 cause of death in this country right now is heart attacks. So we want to prevent that, right? That's what everybody's dying from. So how many people want to prevent it? And if you could prevent the #1 killer in this country, it's something that you want to do. So another thing that's killing a lot of people, especially women, is breast cancer. Every 2 minutes, a woman in the United States is diagnosed with breast cancer. And in fact, it says 77% of new cases and 84% of breast cancer deaths occur in middle-aged women, 50 or older. Studies show that obesity is a risk to breast cancer. It's associated with high levels of estrogen, which is a hormone for women. Okay, so it also shows that there's different things in our pollution, air pollution, things that we eat, food pollution that can cause breast cancer. Okay, now let's go over our mental health. Right, mental health. Each year, eating disorders such as anorexia, bulimia affect millions of Americans. 80 to 90% of them are affected by when you're younger, in your teenage years. It also shows that ADHD is one of the most common so-called disorders labeled for children, and it's affecting 3 to 5% of the population now. So, do we think as the years go on, do we think that we're getting healthier as a country, or do you think we're getting sicker as a country? What do you guys think?
Sicker.
A lot of us are getting sicker as a country. And what I believe is I blame that on what we do every day. We're all stressed, right? We all work. We have to go to work every day. We work hours and hours. Most of us spend more time at work than we do ever at home or relaxing. And then we're on the go. We're eating the wrong foods. We're not exercising. We're not taking care of our bodies. And what's happening is more and more people are getting sick. More and more people are dying. And that's not what we want. And the reason that I'm here tonight is to educate you to not be that statistic. Don't fall in those categories. You don't want to be in those top killers. Type 2 diabetes. Type 2 is it's onset when you're an adult. Type 1 is when you get it as a child, but the most common is type 2. And what do you think type 2, what do you think it's due to? Why is most of people getting type 2 diabetes in this country?
Wrong eating.
Yeah, they're overweight and they're not eating properly. That's exactly right. And who can stop that? Ourselves, right? So that's the biggest thing, is ourselves can stop that. And the thing is that, so if you're suffering with any type of diabetes, or you're suffering with any type of eating problem, or you're overweight, the only person that can help yourself is really yourself. And this is why we're here tonight educating you on different things that you can try, different things you can try eating, different ways you can see and educate yourself on what to be doing and what not to be doing. It says there's a lot of big problems with infertility in this country. Approximately 30 to 40% of all infertility is due to the male factor hormone, and it has to do with pollution. Donna, come on over. It has to do with pollution. It has to do with a decreased sperm count, and it also has to do with people that smoke heavy marijuana use and have a lot of drug intake, prescription drugs. There's a lot of different things. Some people say it is, some people say it isn't. So there's also osteoporosis. Okay? Osteoporosis. How many people have heard of osteoporosis before? Osteoporosis is very common in this country. Right? So it's one of the most common types of bone disease. Okay? Did anybody know that? Osteoporosis is one of the most common types of bone disease. Okay? So, what we want you to understand is that as you get older, most people start to suffer with some osteoporosis or osteopenia, but there's things that you eat, there's things that we do that can increase your chances of getting it even faster. So what you want to start to understand is that the more that we keep you healthy, the more that you're taking care of your diet, the more that you're taking care of your body and keeping yourself strong and healthy with the right foods, the right mindset, right, that you can avoid a lot of these things. And that's what we want to educate you tonight. So the reason I go over a lot of these disorders and diseases is to educate you that not everybody has a lot of these things. Some people in these rooms have these things already. And a lot of you are very young in this room. Digestive disorders. How many people know that digestive disorders in this country is going through the roof? Everybody has a digestive problem these days. In the last 5 years, the digestive disorders in this country has tripled. Meaning more and more people are going to the doctor. And then what do you go to the doctor? What do they give you?
Medicine.
Yeah, what do they give you? They give you medicine. Most medicines for your stomach, what do you think it causes? More stomach pain. So a lot of people are on medicine for their stomach, and it actually causes more stomach pain. How does that make sense? So all these commercials where you're seeing people in the wind and they're laughing on TV, and then what do you hear for the last half of the commercial? All the side effects, right? And how many people are ignoring the side effects and then going back to their doctor on Monday, and their doctor's writing them that same prescription that you were laughing at on Saturday night watching? So the thing is that what you want to do in this country is you want to educate yourself as much as possible. Don't just rely on your doctor to keep you healthy. Doctors have hundreds and hundreds of patients. Do you think they're going home worrying about you every night? No. Right? And what happens if a medicine doesn't work? What do they tell you to do?
Take more.
Take more or what? Call me and I'll give you a different one. Right? So the thing is that they're never trying to get to the cause of your problems. They're just trying to mask your symptoms. What happens is most people don't realize is a symptom is an alarm that tells your body something going on. But does everybody have symptoms?
No.
No. A lot of people walk around and they think they're healthy because they think, I feel good. But health doesn't mean to feel good. Health means if I'm functioning properly. So we want to make sure that your body is functioning properly. Everybody should feel good. Obviously, if you're functioning right, you should feel good, right? But the thing is that we want to make sure you're functioning. How many people have ever heard somebody say, I heard a friend that he felt great and then he had a heart attack? How healthy could he have been? Right? He felt fine and then he had a heart attack. Right? How many people, I had a patient come in before, her mother, right? Looks great, feels great, has cancer. No symptoms of it. It's sad to see that. So you want to take your health in your own hands, and you want to make sure that you're doing the right things to keep yourself healthy. Because all the things that we're doing in this country are leading us to early death or sickness and disease. And by the time you're 60 years old, you're on 5, 6, 7, 10. I've even seen people come in here on 20 medications. How many people have seen people walk around? They have like the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday because they can't even keep track of all the pills that they're on. Doesn't that make sense? Isn't it crazy? You have to try to keep track of how many pills you take every day? That's insane. So I want you guys to understand that the reason we do these workshops is to educate you. The reason I'm bringing somebody in like Jen is because her mission is to help more people. She has personal testimony to using different products that are healthy for you, that helped her lose weight, that get her health back. So these are the reasons why we do this tonight. Let's keep going. Indigestion, a lot of people, same thing with digestive disorders. Most people are suffering with indigestion as well. The same thing with digestion. How many people notice that more kids are sick every day, right? How many people notice more and more kids are on medications now, right? Your kid doesn't behave in school. What do they want to do? They want to give him medicine. What did they used to do to us? Smack us, right? Take that off video, right? You get me in trouble here. But true, right? Now your kid acts up in school, they want to put him on Ritalin or put him on some sort of psychotropic drug that's in the same classification as cocaine, right? Instead of disciplining your child or punishing them, right? What happens is they just tell them to put their kids on drugs. They won't let the kid come back in school until he's on some sort of psychotropic drug. How many people know that all the school shootings that happened in this country, every single kid that did the shooting was on some sort of psychotropic drug, like a Ritalin, an Adderall, some sort of drug that enhances the brain and causes disturbances in the brain that have those acts like that. You know? How many people know that the suicide rate in this country is through the roof right now, especially with teenagers? So we're talking about this tonight is to educate you about what's happening in this country. And the reason we're educating about what's happening is so we all in this office cannot be part of it. And we can go home and we can tell our children and we can help our children and then we can help our friends' children. And what we could do as a society is help more people ourselves. Right? Because God helps who? People that help others. Right? And knowledge is power. The Bible says what? Knowledge is power. For the lack of knowledge, people do what? They perish, is what the Bible says. So you want to understand that we're here to gain knowledge tonight. And the more knowledge we gain, what I want you to do is I want you to teach somebody else what you learned here tonight. I want you to tell your friend that's sick and dying that maybe he needs to come see the chiropractor. Or maybe he needs to get help, right? Instead of ignoring it. How many people know people at home that are sick? Right? How many people should be here? Do you think we should have like a standing room, packed room in here? We're pretty packed already, but still. We can do these workshops at New York Sports Club and get a room where we can put 100 people next time. What we want you to do is want you to understand that you have to take your health in your own hands, and we have to start taking care of ourselves differently. I just give a personal testimonial to a good friend of mine. He's a little bit older, and the guy's not taking care of himself, and 3 days ago he had a heart attack. He almost died. He was lucky because most people die. They get a heart attack and they die the first time. So he was lucky that he didn't. But what are you waiting for? What are we waiting for? Are we waiting to get that wake-up call? Is that a wake-up call? Is that what everybody wants? Because half the people in the room, they're going to have a heart attack and they're not going to be able to come back from it. So let's not wait for that wake-up call. Let's take our health now and let's start taking care of our bodies and our health better. And it doesn't just go for you, it goes for your family too. Because you don't want to be the only one alive, right? You want your family to be with you. You want your husbands and wives to be with you. You want your kids to be with you. Let's keep going here. Okay? Arthritis, huge thing in this country. Everybody has arthritis, right? You have a pain, what did the doctor tell you? Oh, it's just arthritis, right? Arthritis is huge. That shouldn't be an excuse for pain. Arthritis can be helped, especially through chiropractic care. Okay? So I want you to understand that pain and symptoms are not an excuse. It's a way to tell yourself that something's wrong and that I need to make a change and get healthier. I try to teach people all the time. I use an analogy. If you drive your car, a lot of people drive in this room, right? And that check engine light comes on. What do? Do we just keep driving? No, right? No, some people will, right? We don't just keep driving, right? Because the longer I keep driving my car and that light is on, what's going to happen to the car? It's going to break down. So what's the difference with your body? If you have a pain in your neck, if your heart's not beating right, if your stomach hurts every day, how long do you want to keep going before you get your body checked? Now listen to this thing. Would you rather just put a piece of tape over the light so you didn't see it? Right? So you think nothing's wrong? Isn't it the same thing as taking a drug and making believe the problem's gone? Right? So you want to get to the cause of the problem. A lot of people will do what? Lift up the hood and see what's wrong. Right? So that's what I want you to do. I want you to see exactly what's wrong. What's causing this to happen? That's what we try to do in this office. Try to figure out what's causing your problem to happen so we can try to fix what's causing it. Not just throw another medicine at you. Not just adjust you to feel better. I always talk about adjusting you even when you feel good to make sure you're staying healthy. That power's always on. Your power's on your body always to fight cancer, always to fight the disease. Right? Let's talk about obesity. How many people notice that that's rising a lot in this country? Do you know that we have the highest amount of obese people in this country than any other country in the world? Isn't that insane? Right? America's supposed to be one of the greatest places to live, and we have the most fat people. It makes, right? It's funny, but it doesn't make sense. We don't take care of ourselves. We don't eat the right food. We're on the go all the time. We don't think about it. A lot of people don't think about it. We have so many different things going on in our head. We have to worry about our job. We have to worry about our family. We have to worry about our kids. We have to worry about so many different things, but we stop worrying about what's important, our own health. A lot of people don't put their health first until they get that scare or that warning sign. And some people, it's too late. So we want to make sure that's not too late for anybody in this room. Okay? It says the rates of obesity are climbing, right? The percentages of children. How many people see kids, little kids? How many big kids? Even when I grew up, a lot of kids are big these days. A lot of kids, right? They're obese even as a child. What do you think their parents are feeding them? What do they give them? Shut them up. They do what? They give them sugar, right? They give them all kinds of crap for their food, right? I see kids coming, oh, if you behave, you get to have sugar, right? Doesn't it make sense? And what are these kids doing? Growing up sick. And then they put them on drugs and they're shooting each other. Isn't it crazy? Every other month we see that happening, don't we? Mm-hmm. It's unbelievable. So you want to understand that there's a different way, there's a different approach. Let's go back to the old way, right? The old way, the way our parents grew up. There was none of this crap around, right? There was discipline. Okay? So it says, according to the Centers of Disease Control, it's called the CDC, when people are overweight, they're more likely to experience all these problems. So if you're overweight, you're going to experience more cholesterol, you're going to experience more diabetes, more heart disease, more people are going to have strokes, more people have, how many people heard this? This is what bothers me every day. How many people get their gallbladders taken out? Right? This is the news procedure these days. Everybody's getting their gallbladder taken out. Like, you don't need it. God didn't put it there for a reason. Right? That's the problem these days. It's just like, oh, let's just cut it out. Right? It doesn't make sense. But people do it all the time. They'd rather not get healthy. Let's just pull my organ out of my body that has a vital function. But the doctors say, oh, it's okay. We'll give you a pill for the rest of your life. And you think you're going to live a long rest of your life? When you're on pills all the time? There's no possible way. Most people aren't just dying either. In this country, you don't just die. You live a sick life. If you're going to get to 80, you don't die, have a nice 80. From 70 to 80, you're sick. Is that what people want? So tonight's a wake-up call for everybody. You know what? And I have the power to teach you and educate you. And some of you may not like what I talk about, but I'm going to say it anyway. Because people need to hear it, and I need to break through to you guys. And then you need to go home and break through to your family and your friends. Because it needs to be heard. More and more people are sick and dying from the things that we eat, the things that we put in our body, the way we don't take care of ourselves, the stressful lives that we lead. And this is what's causing us to get sick. Stress. How many people are under stress every day? Raise your hand. The whole room, right? Every day. Stress is a reaction to the environmental situations, causes your adrenal glands to secrete hormones to increase your blood pressure. You move your blood from the gut to the muscles, raise your blood sugar, and it reduces your immunity. So the more stress you have, your blood pressure goes up, your immune system goes down. How many people? What is the most given drug today? Blood pressure drugs, right? Everybody's on blood pressure drugs. Everybody, almost everybody. It's insane. But what do you need to do? Stress reduction, right? So you need to take time out of your schedule for yourself. How many people can take 1 hour, make 1 hour a day, even if it's a day, even if it's every other day, to take time to reduce your stress? Whether it be going to a yoga class, whether it be going to do a little exercise, whether it just be going out on a date with your husband or wife and enjoying yourselves rather than stressing out all the time. If you take some time out of your schedule to reduce your stress, you'll see your blood pressure come down. You'll probably even see weight come off because when you're stressed out, you hold on to weight too. And your immune system's going to go up, which is even better. So you'll be fighting off disease. Okay? I just talked about that. So it talks about a wellness approach, looks at the side effects of trauma, stress, and pollution. Pollution of our food, our water, our air, are direct effects to our weight problems. So how many people knew that? How many people eat organic in this room? Right? A lot of people do, which is good. I know it's a lot pricier, unfortunately. That's how they get us. They raise the prices for us to eat healthy. But most people are doing what? You're eating the foods that aren't grass-fed, and they're pumping these cows up 10 times their size to make money. And we're eating hormones. We're eating pure garbage hormones that some scientist is pumping into cows in this country, and they're selling it to you, and you're eating crap. Some people think it's good, like I'm eating good food, but you don't realize it's not organic and you're eating crap. You're eating just processed garbage. Everything that's good for you comes from the ground. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Right? So, it says, while no one product can single-handedly have a remedy to help these problems, it's imperative that you know how to improve your health. What Jen's going to talk about tonight is a system called isogenics. I used to do this years ago. I personally used to sell it in my offices. I do not anymore. But I believe in the product. I've done it twice myself. I've lost weight from it myself very quickly because it's a specific regimen on how you eat, when you eat what, and you don't eat garbage. You're eating too. The good news is you're eating with this. Some days you're not, you're cleansing days. But the thing is that what we're going to do is we're going to teach you tonight in a couple minutes about what this system is. Now, anybody that's interested in the system, you're going to talk to Jen. It has nothing to do with me. Okay? I'm here to do chiropractic. Okay? That's why I have Jen here. Okay? But I'm also here to help you. And I'm also here to take questions. And I'm also here to be the kick in the butt that you need. Okay? Everybody needs it. I'm here to support you. Sometimes your own family won't support you, but I will. No matter what it is, no matter what situation you have, you always can come to me or my staff and get support here. No matter what it is. And if it's something really personal, we go in private, we talk about it. But I want you to understand that we're here to help you, and we're here to get you healthier. Not yet, Jen. I have some more. Okay? You're not getting off the hook yet. Okay? It says, what would happen if you did not change your oil filter over the 30 years? Change your filters to your heating system. If you didn't clean your dryer vent for 30 years. If you left your air conditioner filters. If you didn't clean them, right? If you didn't vacuum, right? These answers are obviously, right? Obvious. If you didn't do all that stuff, what would happen?
On fire.
Yeah, everything would not work properly, right? So if you didn't maintenance your stuff that you do, right? Everybody cleans their air filter, right? Everybody takes their car in for gas and oil changes. But if you don't maintain your body and help your body and feed your body with good stuff sometimes, what's going to eventually happen? You're going to break down. It's inevitable. So the reason we make analogies like that is to teach you how stupid it is, right? We take care of our cars better than we take care of our body. We take care of our house better than we take care of our body. But if you're not around, there is no house. If you're not around, there is no car. Right? So we take care of more things that are not attached to us rather than taking care of ourselves. You know how many people come in here sometimes and tell me that they have to pay for their roof rather than their neck pain? Does that make sense? They'd rather put a roof on their house than deal with their health. And I just look at them like, wow, with they have 4 heads. You're putting your health off for your roof. Obviously, you need a new roof. I understand. But what's more important? If you're not around, where's the roof? If you're sick and dying, what's going to happen? What's the number one cause of bankruptcy in this country? Medical bills. Medical bills. Does everybody know that? You get sick, and then when you go to the hospital, what does the hospital cost us sitting there for a day? Everybody's laughing now. Everybody's going, yeah, right? What does the hospital cost you to go for a day? Do you think your insurance is going to cover it forever? Right? So you got to take your health in your own hands. I talk about insurance objections all the time. Your insurance is not there to keep you healthy. They don't give a crap about your number. Okay? You got to take your health in your own hands. You got to make sure that your family, and the people that you care about are staying healthy within yourselves. You got to make this a priority. And this is a wake-up call for a lot of people sitting in this room. A lot of people are sitting here, and I know they have family members that are sick at home. I know people that are sitting here and have family members that are in the hospital right now. This is a wake-up call for all of us to start understanding that we need to put ourselves first and our health first. And if we start to do that, you will see the changes. Sometimes you'll feel like crap in the beginning because you're eating better, you know? So you're detoxing. And you're getting yourself, you feel a little bit like, a little lethargic, you feel a little tired. But the thing is that you're helping your body re-energize itself. You're feeding your body the right fuel to heal on the inside. Every single day, instead of building unhealthy cells, you'll build more healthy cells. And you'll live a longer life. And you'll get to 80 years old and you'll feel healthy at 80. You'll be able to go do walks. You'll be able to go on retirement, right? Most people, hopefully you're retiring before 80. I hope so too. But the thing is that most people, what do? I have a great book inside that says cruise ship or nursing home. Where do you want to be when you retire? Cruise ship, right? Everybody wants to be on a cruise ship. But where are most people? They're in a damn nursing home. Why are there more and more nursing homes being built? Because not just making money, more people are going in them. They're not building them just to put up nursing homes. More and more people are going in nursing homes these days. That's why they're being built. Because why? We're forgetting to take care of ourselves. How many people want to retire and be sick? You worked all your life, right, to be sick? No, you want to enjoy your money and be happy. Take care of yourselves now. Health is not just a one or 2 day thing. Health is a job. You have to look at it as a job. It's something that you have to do all the time. There's days I don't want to go to the gym, but I go. There's days that I don't want to have Kristen and she gives me the juice. I don't want to drink it, but I drink it. You know? I'm not going to lie. I'm in the same problem too. I had a piece of candy today. That doesn't mean you can't have a piece of candy. It doesn't mean you can't have a piece of cake. But if all you're eating is cake and candy and sugar and carbs and crap, don't expect to be healthy. And then if you think, okay, I'll just wait to have a heart attack and then I'll get better then, you're most likely going to be on 7 medications at that point, not be able to function right, and then you're working your way from really up from the bottom to try to get back up top. Don't wait for that, guys. So it says, let's take a look at how why impurities enter our bodies and from where. Okay, our air. How many people know how much pollution's in our air? There's like 80 tons of pollution in the air. Just walking outside, it's stress. People will hear me talk about chemical stress. Not chemicals like we're doing drugs, some of us are, but the thing is that chemical stress, you go out in the air, you just breathe the air, you got chemical stress. You have physical stress, mental stress, chemical stress, financial stress, right? A lot of people have stress. Everybody lives in stress. It's the world we live in, right? Most people didn't even realize that. I go outside, I breathe the air, and I'm stressed. Does that make sense? It's crazy. So it says 2.4 billion pounds of air pollution since 1989, and it has gotten only worse. Okay, our food. It says, it's a great book, What You Don't Know May Be Killing You, by Don Colbert. It says that they're discovered that over 3,000 chemicals, 10,000 solvents, emulsifiers are processed in our food as preservatives in our food every year, every day. Isn't that crazy? All this crap in our food that we're putting in our body. MSG, everybody knows about MSG. It's a little bit bigger. A lot of people are a little more aware about MSG. It's a lot of our snacks. You eat chips, you eat MSG. It kills you. It kills you. Does that make sense? You're right. You're eating donuts, you have MSG. It doesn't say that you can't have it. The great thing is that God made this body magnificent to fight off all different things. Keep you healthy for a long time, but don't abuse it. Treat it good. Just like you would treat your 1950 Corvette. If it was a beautiful Corvette, you would treat it real good. Treat your body good, right? I try to give analogies to make it stupid proof that I say. But you want to make sure that you treat your body good. That doesn't mean we can't go out and have a drink. We can't go have a glass of wine. We can't go and have a nice dinner and have a piece of cake afterwards. But if I'm eating cake every single day of my life, you're not going to be healthy. Before you know it, you're going to get a problem. And then you're going to be in the statistic of heart disease, cancer, right? People dying, obese. 60% of people outside are obese. And they categorize of being obese is 100 pounds over where you're supposed to be. That's obese. That doesn't mean everybody's obese. But a lot of people are obese out there. And our children. I can't believe the children these days. All these little fat kids running around. I'm sorry to say, I really am. But it's insane. It bothers me. It really bothers me. Okay? You need to put your kids back in sports. All the kids coming in here, it bothers me. All they do is watch video games all day. Everything's video games on the computers. What about, I think parents are like, oh, my kids don't play any sports. They're 8, 9 years old. How come they're not playing sports? Get them out running around, playing soccer, throwing the football, enjoying life. They're on the computers and watching garbage and not enhancing anything, right? Make sure that you take care of the children. Make sure that your kids are educated because the kids are the future. So you want to make sure the children are educated. They're the future in this country. So you want to make sure they're educated. Talks about the water, a lot of chemicals and pollutions in our lakes, rivers, and streams. Okay, let's keep going here. There are over 10,000 chemical impurities in our skincare products. All right, a lot of you women are going to hate me in a second. How many people know how toxic lipstick is? You know? We put it on every single day, but it's very toxic for you. There are 54 known carcinogens. Carcinogens are things that kill you, just in lipstick alone. Now, I'm not telling you ladies not to ever put on lipstick, but if you're putting 4 pounds of lipstick on a day, and you're going through 2 tubes a week, not good. I'll be honest with you, not good. I know you all want to look good and smell good. Yes, I want you to as well in here. But the thing is that I don't want you killing yourself because you're putting way too much lipstick on all day. It's just all stuff that most people don't realize that are toxic for your body. These are things that just bring you aware of. Just to bring you aware of it. Doesn't mean you to stop. I mean, a lot of people like to put on makeup, but the thing is, it's very toxic for your body. If you're putting on a lot of makeup and then all of a sudden you're eating like crap, you're not drinking enough water, you don't exercise, you got stress through the roof, how can you be healthy? Right? Does that make sense? Let's keep going here. The average American eats about 14 pounds of additives a year in colorings, preservatives, flavorings, emulsifiers. It says heptacins cause water retention. Antimicrobials. We consume about 120 pounds of sugar and 8 pounds of salt each year. 120 pounds of sugar. Who's at 120 pounds in here? I can't say my wife. I think she's a little less than that. Right? 120 pounds, like a full human being of sugar you put in your year. Exactly. You're putting 100 jet in your a year. A weight size of jet in your body a year of sugar. How could you be healthy? Right? If you're doing it every single year, how could you be setting yourself up for health? Does that make sense? I'm sorry, a little fired up here, guys. I went to a good seminar over the weekend, and I'm fired up. That's what I'm here to do. I'm here to fire you guys up and make sure that you're getting on track of being healthy, that you're not letting this, don't let it happen to you. Don't let you be like my friend that has a heart attack because he's waiting to have one. You know what I'm saying? He's not taking care of himself, he's waiting to have one. You're not taking care of yourself means you're dying every day. Every day that you're not taking care of yourself, you're in another step to getting a problem in this country.
What is the nutrients that cause water retention?
The specific food additives.
Additives?
Yes. Okay, it says, let's keep going. We did a little too much of the statistics. The body takes impurities that enter and surrounds them with fat and water, reduces damage that could cause. It turns into weight gain. So a lot of these things that we're eating, our body stores them, and that's how we blow up as well. Okay? Weight loss is a $40 billion industry and a 98% failure rate until now. This is where I'm going to have Jen come in a second. She's going to start teaching. But the thing is that what we want you to understand is that we don't want you to do a program, okay? I'm not here to sell you on a program. I'm here to sell you on a lifestyle. I'm here to change your lifestyle. I don't want you to take and go, oh, I'm going to do a program for 9 days and all of a sudden I'm healthy again. Okay, yes, in 9 days you're going to be a lot healthier than you were 9 days ago. But the thing is, we're not here to tell you and sell you on a program here. We're here to sell you on health, to get your health back. Doesn't mean you don't need to do any of this stuff. Sorry, Jim. You don't need to do any of this stuff. You need to take your health and start realizing where you're eating right, what you're not eating right, where your stress is, when you're not relieving your stress, how you're not enjoying your life, how you're overworking yourself, you're not taking time off, you're eating like crap all the time. This is what you need to do. This is a wake-up call for all of us, even myself. This is not for everybody saying, oh, everybody buy Isogenics. Hopefully some of you do will take it and learn from it and have it. I've done it myself. It was great. But the thing is that we want to change your thinking. We want to change your habits. And the only way you can do that is if you work to it. You work towards it. You can't just say, oh, I'm just going to change like that. Yeah, some people can, but not everybody. Some people you have to prepare yourself to change. Right? That's the biggest thing here, guys. You want to understand how to make yourself healthier and stay on track with being healthy. Does that make sense so far? You want to stay on track with being healthy. You want to live healthy. Not that I just did a 9-day program and I lost 10, 15 pounds. Great. That's what we want you to do. We want you to jump start it. But then Jen's going to teach you how to keep the weight down. How to eat healthier. How to, instead of grabbing Kit Kats, how to grab a healthy protein snack. That tastes pretty good too. But it's less calories, and it's not filled with all sugar. Does that make sense so far? So I'm going to turn it over to Jen. Thank you guys for coming tonight. Jen's going to start showing you guys what she learned. She's been a walking testimonial to this. She's going to go over a lot. There's a lot of great snacks even for you to try. So a lot of you are looking at it like, oh, I don't know if that's going to be good. Try it. That's what she brought it tonight. Try it. Okay? I look forward to taking good care of you guys in the future. I look forward to helping you more. Every month we do a different workshop. I don't know the one we're doing next month, but I'm here to educate you. How many doctors are doing this? How many doctors are staying after work to do this every week? Every month? Not really many, exactly, just me. So there's a method to my madness here, guys. My method is to do what? We want to create a community here that wants to be healthy. And what we're going to do is we're going to give you the knowledge. And we already talked about the knowledge is power, right? So the more I could give you knowledge, what I expect you to do is help others, right? I expect you guys to bring your family members in. I expect you guys to tell your family what we're doing here. Next time I want you to bring a guest with you. And when we get it filled up, we'll actually tell you we'll have it a block away where we're going to get a big room and we're going to have 100 people at the next workshop. So let's just not let my vision is to help as many people as possible. Let's make it our vision as our group here. Because I can't reach all the people that you know. I can't reach them. The only thing I can do is try to influence you to help them. And bring them here or bring them to a workshop. Or at least teach them what you're doing to keep yourself healthy. So I thank you guys for coming tonight. I'm Dr. Adamo. I'm going to turn it over to Jen. Some of you that haven't been adjusted tonight, I'm going to be calling you in private. We're going to get you adjusted as Jen's talking. And then if you decide, she's going to take over from here, but if you decide to do anything, someone also is going to win a great prize from Jen tonight. And I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Okay?
So again, my name is Jen. I've been with Isogenics. I just had my 1-year anniversary. My story is that I started because I was overweight. I wasn't obese, but I was overweight. I was 30 pounds heavier. I was unhappy. I hated the way I felt. I hated the way I looked. And I basically had hit rock bottom. So the way that I did the program is my friend and my makeup artist for weddings galore that I've been in was on the program. She introduced me to it. She became my private coach. She signed me up with my package, and in 30 days, I lost 10 pounds. But in 3 days, I was sleeping better, I felt better, and I mean, it did take me the 3 months to lose the 30 pounds, but I've kept it off, and I'm not on a strict diet anymore. We went out to dinner last night. I ate what was on the menu. Did I choose a vegetable over a pasta? Yes. But I've incorporated this system into my lifestyle. I had a glass of wine. It's not that you have to use only these products. What it is I would be your private coach. I would basically teach you how to make better choices and to change what you normally eat and what would be better for you. All of these things I have up here, yes, these are the Isogenics products that you can use as supplements to what you eat now. And here are snacks that are what we call ISO approved. Because they're healthy, they're organic. They're just samples of things. There's hummus that I've made, brown rice chips that I made from brown rice tortillas. So please feel free at the end to have a taste. There's also the recipes, but I do want to go over 2 products that I think are very important. The isoline shakes. These have 24 grams of protein. It is undenatured whey protein from grass-fed cows in New Zealand. You actually get more protein from one shake than you do from a piece of grilled chicken. When you eat a piece of grilled chicken, you get about 18 grams of protein because when we cook it, we change the protein. It becomes what we call denatured, which it changes shape and our body is not able to absorb it as well. Your body is able to absorb the proteins from these shakes at an easier, much easier, and you get more from it. They're low glycemic. They have 8 grams of fiber and 23 vitamins and minerals in them, besides they taste good. Another product that is very good is the Cleanse for Life. We like to call this a shower from the inside, and it's not the cleanse where it's going to make you run to the bathroom and basically poop your brains out. This is what we call a cellular cleanse. So when you're improving your nutrition with these shakes and the other products, what you're basically doing is giving your cells what they need to repair themselves. And what happens is they're starting to get rid of all of these toxins, the impurities that Dr. Adamo, and I'm going to show you a short video about it, are in our environment around us and in our foods that we're eating. So incorporation with the shakes, the other products, and the Cleanse for Life, it helps to clean out those impurities. This basically helps to detoxify your liver from those impurities, because the liver is the one that takes in and purifies the toxins that are in our body. And like he said, it wouldn't be a long-term thing. You can be modified to do it over 2 days, or we could do something called a nightly cleanse. There are several different packages that, if you were interested in purchasing something, I would sit down with you. We would speak, what is your lifestyle, what do you do, your job, and we would modify the package that would fit your lifestyle best. You would have me as your private coach. If you are on Facebook, I would add you into our private group that has over 6,000 members in it. So maybe if you're a mom with young children, my daughter is older, so I wouldn't know what it's like anymore, but there are other people in that group you could talk to and reach out to that you could share stories with them and might be able to give you a little guidance. So it wouldn't be just me. There are other people there to help and support you. And that really is why I think I've been so successful on this program, maintaining my weight loss. I've done Weight Watchers, I've done Atkins, I've done everything under the sun. I've done the, modifying my calories to 1,200 and working out, but I was starving my body and not giving it the good nutrition that it needs. With this, I'm able to keep my weight off, live a normal lifestyle, and even improve my life. Before, like I said, I was overweight. I also wasn't able to run. I'm registered for my first 5K this coming Sunday, which I never thought I'd be able to run. And the most recent, I ran 3 miles in under 34 minutes, which is amazing for me because it was taking me almost 20 minutes to run 1.5 miles. So I really believe with good nutrition and eating the proper foods that you can improve your health, as Dr. Adamo said. So I'm just going to put on the quick video. Please feel free to get up and try any of the products that are here. I also am going to pass around my cell phone with my before and after so that you guys can see. You have a little proof. The pictures that I'm going to show you are exactly a year apart. This was last year August. This was this year August. So feel free to look at that, and if it closes, just let me know. Does anyone have any questions before I start the video?
I have a question.
Yes.
Is this a program where you do monthly, or can I just purchase products that I want?
Well, we can discuss that, and you don't have to sign up for the whole month. You do get a reduced pricing if you sign up for the whole month, but it's a 30-day money-back guarantee, so if you can keep it up to day 29, and if you decide that it didn't work for you, send it back, and they'll give you your money back. Or you can do it up to day 29 and then say, I don't want to do this anymore, and you cancel it. We think of it I think of it as an online grocery store. I go in, I get the products that I want, and I don't have to go to the grocery store. I go maybe once a month for my meat and my pastas and everything that I need, and then, once every 2 weeks for my fresh fruits and vegetables and stuff. So I would help you with that, show you how to set up your account online, and you are in total control of it after I get you on. Okay, any other questions?
What's the underlying theme though? Low carb, low fat, high protein?
It's high protein, so that helps to satisfy your hunger longer, because this would be a meal replacement. So I use it as, the way that I do the program, there is different types. There is what we call the accelerated program if you want to lose weight quickly, and then there's the flex program. I did accelerated because I had a wedding that I was going to be in, and there was no way. I was wearing a sari with my belly hanging out when I was 30 pounds heavier. So I did accelerated for probably 2 months. My third month I was kind of on modified, or the flex, where you do 2 shakes a day, and then you have 600 calories to eat in food, like the hummus, the crackers, and dinner. But I'm a nosher, so I have to eat I'm constantly with food in my mouth. So I did a shake for breakfast. I did like 100 calorie snack around, 10:30, because I had my breakfast at like 7 o'clock in the morning. Then I had the 250 calorie lunch, which would be like a huge salad with maybe 2 ounces of grilled protein. Then around 3 o'clock, because I'm a school teacher, so 3:30 is my like crazy witching hour where I stuff everything in my mouth. I would have a second shake, and then I would have the rest of my calories for dinner. And it worked. That and a gallon of water a day. Because a lot of times when you're hungry, you're really just thirsty. It's amazing if you have a glass of water before you have a snack, you'll eat so much less. So that with the positive reinforcement from everyone in the group and my coach coaching me and saying, you know, if you're hungry, drink some water, go for a walk, you'll feel better. You're eating because you're bored too a lot of times, and that was part of my problem. So I found with that, that I've improved my habits. Like I said, now I get up every morning, 5 o'clock, or not every morning, at least 3 days a week, 5 o'clock in the morning, I do a mile run before I go to work. Because I can't do it in the afternoon. I don't have time. You know, I have work to do when I come home from work. I'm a morning person, so I make the time.
Jen, can I interrupt you for a second? I remember when I used to do Isogenics, the best thing we did was a buddy system, right?
Yeah.
The buddy system,
Yeah.
because when you get a buddy system, what happens is you guys hold each other accountable, right? So what happens is you don't just want to do Isogenics alone either. You do it with your husband, or you do it with some friends, and you do it together. This way, when somebody says, I'm hungry, they call you and say, no, come on. And you guys push each other to do it together. So it's always good. A lot of. Are you still doing that, the buddy system?
Well, we're coaching.
Yeah,
So
coaching,
we coach
exactly.
you through the program, the alternative foods that you can have instead of what is, you know, what you would normally go for. You want chips? Make some brown rice chips. You can make chickpea poppers. Regular chickpeas out of the can. You roast them in the oven with a little olive oil and sea salt. You'd be amazed how good they taste. It just gives you other ideas. Yeah, you know, I don't necessarily do organic all the time, but I do fresh fruits and vegetables. I do cook everything at home. We very rarely eat out. Last night was, you know, a fluke. But again, when I go out for dinner, I know what I should choose. I tell them to cook in olive oil, not to cook in butter. So it's all about transitioning yourself and learning how to have a connection with food that's to fuel your body with stuff that's going to make you feel good and give what it needs, not to make you feel better. When I say feel better, I mean fill an empty emotion that you have, or something along the lines of that. Okay? So this is just going to go over some of the things that he talks about, but it's just a different way of doing it.
One of the biggest threats to our health is our own environment. Some toxins are easy to spot. However, most are either invisible or undetectable to the average person. We have poisoned our water, we have poisoned our air, we are poisoning our foods. And we're doing that to allow industry to
Speakers really don't work correctly. We're getting them as a Monday new speakers.
to our body.